Hey, my Liptons. So I actually want to briefly talk about this interview that was dropped on Francine's channel. If y'all guys don't know Francine, she's a former ECW I don't know, valet or something. I don't think her channel's name is ECW Francine. So, okay, apparently she did an interview with with Tammy Sytch, or Sunny, aka Sunny. So this interview actually took place in 2021, from what Francine has said in the comment section. So this actually took place 2 years ago, but she's just now dropping it. I think she dropped this interview like 6 days ago. At first, I wasn't going to talk about this because I was like, it's just something to watch and that sort of thing. But the more that I kept going and finished watching the video, I don't know, it just compelled me to watch it, and like it just compelled me to review it and give my reaction to it. And like I said, I told y'all on this channel, I'm keeping my neck on Tammy's neck. I'm keeping my foot on Tammy's neck. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Listen, it's been a long day. Okay, I'm all over the place. But yeah, I'm keeping my foot on Tammy's neck. Like anything that she has going on with the courts and stuff. And like I said, she's gonna get sentenced in November, and I'm gonna talk about the court case later in this video. But yeah, anything concerning Tammy, I'm gonna talk about it. But so for Miss ECW Francine herself, did this interview with Tammy in 2021, and just my thoughts on the interview. Okay, let me start with the positives because I know, usually with Tammy, we're always going with the negatives and that sort of thing. But let me just start with the pros. If you guys didn't, when I hear Tammy speak and her thought process and the way she communicates, if we didn't know her record or like her jail stints and that sort of thing, I think that we would legitimately think that Tammy is a smart girl. Okay, she's very articulate. You can tell that she's knows what she's saying, gives it straight out, like, hey, there's none of that. She's very clear when she speaks. Okay, so in a way, I got that from this interview. I felt like, if we didn't know Tammy's record or anything like that, and we're just hearing Tammy speak and that sort of thing, we'll be like, okay, this is a girl that's very coherent. She's very, articulate, smart girl. She did seem happy in this interview. Even though that she just, I think during the interview, I think that she just recently got out of jail before she did this interview in 2021. It was probably like a DUI thing, or she driving on a suspended license or something. But you can tell that she was very clear and very, very adamant in this interview. Now, I do have to start with the cons. I do have to start with the cons. I do have to go forward with the cons too. And they were admitting it in the interview, but Francine and Tammy, I get it. She was asking Tammy about jail and that sort of thing, and Tammy was just explaining what she was doing and like how she had a job and she was taking out the trash, and she wasn't even wearing an orange jumpsuit. She was just wearing regular like doctor scrubs or hospital scrubs or something like that. So, and she was cooking dinner. Sometimes she will season the food without the guard seeing it or something like that. It's not as bad, but you got to make the best of it. And they, in a way, they were Tammy was somewhat glamorizing jail. Okay, she was glamorizing jail in this interview, and I will give them credit. They were saying that, even Francine and Tammy were saying that, we shouldn't glamorize, the prison system, the jail system. At the end of the day, it still sucks. It's a horrible system, but at the end of the day, I was trying to make the best of it while the time that I was there. So therefore, I did my best to to try to distract myself or work or do this or do that. So that's what they did. That was one thing. I was like, okay, girl, like, you talking about, oh, you doing this, you doing that, but like, it's still glamorizing. But I'm glad that they admitted that. Another thing too, that was kind of like, okay, girl, you tried it. So Francine was asking Tammy, like the people that she was around in prison, the other jailmates. Honestly, she was in jail. She wasn't even really in prison. Like, she was in jail. And she was like, and Tammy, mind you, this is in 2021. We haven't even gotten to 2023, how all of this has turned out. But this interview was in 2021. And Tammy was like, oh, I'm in the jail with like murderers and like child molesters or people that had their kids molested. And all I did was drive a car. That's what she kept saying. She kept saying that all I did was drive a car. All I did was, drive on a suspended license. It's not like I killed. Like, basically what she was trying to say is, it's not like I killed anybody. It's not like I had someone molested or something, but yet they have me in the jail with these kind of people, and that was so disingenuous and very, very, it was very, very, just, you could tell that Tammy's not the smartest person. She's smart, but yet she's also not smart. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's like, first of all, you talk about like, the way she kept saying it, she kept repeating herself too. All I did was drive a car on a suspended license, but yet I'm in a jail with murderers and rapists and stuff. I'm like, girl, yeah, all you did was drive a car on a suspended license. At most of those times you were drunk and you could potentially kill someone, like you did in 2023. Allegedly, because you haven't been sentenced yet, even though you did that shit, but still, allegedly. Okay? Like, at the end of the day, a vehicle, in a way, is still a weapon. You know what I mean? It's a machine. You can't get behind a wheel when you're intoxicated, because you can either kill someone else or kill yourself, sweetie. And I'm actually surprised that but then again, Francine was Tammy's friend and that sort of thing. I don't think they're cool now, but back then in 2021 they were friends. But like, I'm surprised that Francine didn't say, yeah, all you did was drive a car, but you could also potentially kill someone due to you being intoxicated behind the wheel. So I'm surprised that Francine didn't say something like that. It's like, girl, like, it's not just you just driving behind a car. It's not just that. It's like, many things can go into this. And, Tammy was basically trying to justify, or I don't know, ill justify saying that how the system is ass backwards because she's getting this amount of time for, I guess she considers what she did at that time a non-violent offense compared to other people that have done more terrible things and have gotten off for less. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of our things, our system, the way we handle certain crimes, very ass backwards? Yes, I do believe so. Like, legit, y'all, I be watching the ID channel, and I'm going on a quick tangent. I be watching the ID channel, and it's like, when I be, like, for instance, like a killer that, like, he's probably been killing like years ago, and then all of a sudden he gets caught, and then people find out their record, and they find out that he killed somebody else, but yeah, he got off on parole or like good behavior. And I'm like, bro, what? Like, this person killed someone. He needs to be there for life. What the hell are y'all letting this monster out? And then he continued to do the shit, and then y'all take him back and talk about, oh, good behavior, oh, parole. Good behavior where? But yeah, like, but going back to what Tammy was saying, but like, she is saying the truth that yes, our system is as backwards when it comes to certain crimes, especially non-violent crimes, compared to violent crimes, especially. And we're not even gonna get onto the whole people getting locked up for drug situations, because I feel like there's a whole other video. And sometimes drug offenders, whatever, they get jailed for like 30, like 50, sometimes 50 years. They're in there for a long time. But yet these murderers can get out on fucking good behavior, and then they continue doing what they're supposed to. It's just like, it's so ass backwards. That is true. But however, comma, especially if we're going fast forward to how this is Tammy now. Okay, this was her in 2021. This is her in 2020. This is her now. If we're fast forwarding now 2 years later, this is what she claimed that she wasn't back in 2021. This is what she claimed that she wasn't. She claimed that she wasn't, you know what I mean, a murderer and all of that. But at the end of the day, like, you're still not supposed to get behind a car, especially on come on, like, this is elementary stuff, especially intoxicated. And you know what's so crazy too? In this interview, she kept saying, "Oh yeah, Uber's my new best friend. I'm gonna use Ubers now. I'm no longer gonna get behind the wheel. I'm gonna stay out of trouble." And Francine kept telling her too in this interview. She kept saying, "Listen, I just want you to stay in a good narrow path," as if Tammy is a child. Just stop getting into trouble. Like, we're going to be straight. We're going to be narrow. We're going to be doing our conventions. It's going to be great. You're going to be doing your OnlyFans, that sort of thing. It's like the way Francine was talking to Tammy. And then Tammy was like, yes, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to get in any trouble. I'm not going to get behind the wheel anymore. I'm going to take Uber. I'm going to just do that. And it's just like, at this point, Tammy, you know what's so crazy? Francine should have known better, but I think she wanted to see the good in Tammy because, Tammy was her friend. But at the end of the day, Tammy, if what did they say? When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Tammy's been showing us who she is for a long time. So I think at this point, she was just really, I honestly think she was just lying through this interview that she was gonna be on a straight and narrow path. Like, she was just lying to Francine. And at the end of the day, what happened 2 years later, which is now in 2023, now Tammy is on trial for manslaughter, aka murder. You know what I mean? Now, so that was the interview. But to go on to Tammy in 2023, so Tammy, like I said, she pled no contest. So she took the cheap way out, and I hate this no contest shit. And someone was explaining this in the comments section, and I truly agree with it. First of all, it's either you're guilty or you're not. Why is there like a middle ground? Why is there a gray area there? What the hell is a no con? Why y'all having a no contest there? That's basically saying that, oh, yeah, I'm gonna take the fall for it, but I haven't completely, you know what I'm saying, like, taken account or taken fault of what happened, basically. So now this woman, honestly, at this point, is looking like, especially we're talking about Florida. Florida is very lax. I'm sorry, they're very lax when it comes to these killers. Like, when it comes to like people who killed other people, I don't know why the laws are like that. Well, no, I know why, but they need to switch up their laws. They need to stop letting these violent people out on the streets, like, for real. But they're saying 25 years, but I don't think Tammy, at this point, the more that I think about it, and the more, like, how they saying how lax these murder laws, these manslaughter laws are, I wouldn't be surprised if Tammy gets 10 years. Honestly, truly, I don't know. I don't see her going 25, especially with this good behavior bullshit that these prison systems be having. Maybe I actually think that she might get a good 10 to 15 years. That's the way it's looking like. And I think she's probably going to get out on good behavior. Unless they don't do that shit. Unless, it's different in prison. But I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully she does get the maximum. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, y'all. Also, just a quick side note. So I know y'all probably don't like me saying this, because I know there's probably some Jim Cornette fans here, but like I said, Jim Cornette still hasn't done a video, and I've been watching him. He still hasn't done a video on Tammy pleading no contest. Now, maybe he's waiting for her to get sentenced, and maybe he's waiting for that day to come. but I do find it interesting that he didn't do a video of her pleading no contest. Very interesting. But you know me, I keep my ears on the streets and I keep my eyes wide open. But anyway, y'all, please tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys want to go watch this interview, it is on, I think what is her name again? I think her YouTube channel's name is ECW Francine or something. You guys can go watch it there or type in Francine ECW. Guys, it'll pop up. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get up to 600 subscribers. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.